Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's lovely to see you all. Hope you had a good Easter, and yeah, so quite a bit been going on. I was going to put a video out last week, but it was gale force winds and rain and everything else, and I just thought, nah, I'll leave it. I mean, yeah, it's windy today as well, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I thought I'd pop out here anyway, and because the sun was out, but it looks like the rain clouds are coming over, but never mind. Anyway, so yeah, got a new project to show you. I've got a reveal, and I've got a new project that you already know about. So yeah, all bikes out because it's a reveal. That's what I do. You're probably sick of seeing them, but you know, you haven't seen the silver one finished. It's not quite finished yet. I've got to get these silver dice dust caps on it, but I've ordered them. So yeah, we're spinning around now. We'll walk up to the table, and first of all, I'll kick off with the new project. So yeah, let's go. Cheers. Right, so yes, the new project, here it is. So when I got this, it was covered in gold paint, and even the sissy bar was covered in silver paint. As you can see, the rack is covered in silver paint, the mudguard covered in silver paint, and the rest of it is covered in gold paint. Even the spoke guard, this spoke guard here, was covered in, no, that was covered in gold paint. So I managed to get a bit of paint stripper on that and get it off. This rear wheel, as you can see, covered in gold paint. Inside there, look, even the rim there, covered in gold paint. So yeah, I've started stripping that down, and underneath it's not too bad, but it needs a lot of work. So I thought, sod that. I went out and got another one. So I've bought this one to go on the new project, that one up there, and yeah, I'm well pleased with it. It's a 74, and it needs a bit further cleaning. I've had the spoke guard off, and I've cleaned it to within an inch of its life, and yeah, so that'll be going on the new project. So the tyre that was on the gold wheel, which I got at a good price, this tyre here is brand new, so I just took it off that gold wheel and I put it on this one. So yeah, so anyway, just call me Bond, James Bond. Goldfinger, he's the man with the golden chopper. Yeah, it's well bad, isn't it? I mean, who could do that, you know? Even things like this, even the headset here, yeah, it's covered in gold paint. Even here, look, here as well, covered in gold paint. I've had to scrape it all off. It's the wrong crank, but I've got the correct crank for it. Yeah, even like the things like the seat thing. It's got a Mark 1 chain guard on it. Don't know whether that's original or not, but yeah, so I've got to get all that paint off that mud guard, and yeah, the only good thing about it is, you know, it needs a lot of work, but you know me, I like a bit of work, and it's got a really interesting serial number on it. Now, a big shout out to Josh, my subscriber from Wales, who I turn to when I need to know things. Right, can you see that serial number there? It's 1 letter and 6 numbers. Right, so I asked Josh about this because I got a bit excited about it, because I thought it was something special. And he said, and he even thought he thought it was something special, but it's the transition period between 72 and 73. Yeah, because the old serial numbers on the dropouts had 7 numbers, and then 1973 they started bringing out the new serial numbers, which had 2 letters, and I do believe it's 7 numbers, isn't it, or something like that. Well, this was the transition between then. So it's N 112 something or other 29. So that's the transition period between the 2 serial numbers, and that only happened for a year. So makes it a bit of a special bike, I suppose. And as you can see, I don't know whether you can see it there, the original colour of this bike is infrared. So that's what I'll be changing it back to. It's going to be a new infrared bike, because it is originally infrared. So I'm just changing it back to what it was, basically, you know. So yeah, all the pedals and crank will have to come off, and yeah, I mean, who could do this? Who could do it? Look, it's terrible, you know. So anyway, originally it did have the forks on it, but I've took them off and I sprayed them back to red again. So they're ready to go. Look, they're red and ready to go. So you can see above the masking tape there, let's get the camera, see the masking tape there, that's the original red. Yeah, so they're going back to infrared, so yeah, I thought I'd just spray them. I've got a red Mark II chain guard as well, so that Mark I chain guard will be taken off and sold. And these are the forks off my 72 crossover. So it just shows you like years and years of sun bleaching and God knows what else, all weathers. It shows you how much they change, they lose their colour, doesn't it, you know. But yeah, I picked up another mud guard as well, which I've painted on the back and done a lot of work to it, because it had a bit of rust on it. And either this one will be going on or that one on the bike, but it depends what that paint comes off like. Regular viewers to my channel will probably remember this one. It's the one off the 72 crossover, which I said I'm going to try and do something to. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of rust off it, and I've done the inside. I'll give it a bit of a custom job with a Foster's can. So it'll be like, if you're following him, it'll be like them motorbikes, you know, where they have the registration number or the L plate in there, so you'll be able to see that. So someone might be interested in it, you know. It still needs a bit of filling. I'm going to fill it, you know, where it was rusted all the way through. I'm gonna fill it, and yeah, it's gonna need a washer to attach it properly, but you know, it's better than what it was. And yeah, so yeah, I've got a decent set of handlebars as well for the new project, and yeah, they're really all right, you know. So yeah, got a front wheel, so I've got everything to do this project, apart from a gear console, you know, the plastic bit. I've started making up another gear changer. So yeah, that is the new project. So let me know what you think. Goldfinger, wah wah wah. Right, so yeah, it's all bikes out because the silver chopper is finished, apart from the dust caps. So yep, there you go, the old grifters are out. I do like that Mark II. It's like brand new, isn't it? But I'd like to sell it, to be honest with you. Free up a bit of room. I've also got my eye on another project. I'm determined to get the whole set of choppers, yeah, so I changed my mind about the black one. I'm going to do the space blue next, and then I'm going to do the black one last, so that'll be the full set, apart from obviously the GT Sprint and the Pinky. But yeah, so yes, Project Grifter, this will be going on. I'm going to do a feature on this when it's finished. I might do an in-between on it as well. So yeah, as you know, I sold this, but it come back because the handlebars have been welded and the old stem bolt thing is loose. So got myself a pair of handlebars which I'm going to swap over. They're perfect, there's no damage on the foam, and yeah, they're in really good condition. So yeah, that's another project as well. So yeah, I'm really pleased with them. So them handlebars will be coming out. I'll cut the foam off because there won't be a lot of good with that weld on them. So I'll cut the foam off, sell the foam, because there's a lot of people who have got grifters and haven't got the foam. So yeah, I'll get me some of my money back on the foam, and them handlebars down there will be going on. So yeah, that's and it's going to be clear coated. All the brakes are going to be sorted out, and yeah, all the spokes and wheels and all the chrome work's going to be shined up, and yeah, that should be, you know, really nice when it's done. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I've got the infrared out, sorry, the ultraviolet out. You're probably sick of seeing these bikes now, but yeah, every bike's got a price, hasn't it? I've had a few inquiries about these, but only one serious person has come across and bought me red one, so I'll be doing another red one anyway. This is really the one I want to get rid of. So yeah, if I don't get rid of it, I'll probably break it. It's got a good gear change on it, it's got some good parts on it, you know, so I'll probably break it. I don't know yet, we'll see. So without further ado, spin you around. Right, it's been a labour of love, this Quicksilver. It's been a labour of love, and I absolutely love it, and I think it's my new favourite. And yeah, I just, like, you know, I'm so glad I've done it. This is the one I've been wanting to do for ages, and I'll just spin you around and I'll show you. Yeah, I love it. There you go. So I'll take you around it slowly. Let me know what you think. I absolutely love it. Oh, the sissy bar on this, that come off that bike over there, and it was covered in silver paint, but underneath there wasn't an ounce of rust on it, so I thought I'd use it on this. I mean, it's still got little bit specks of paint on it which I need to get off, you know, but yeah, it well, you know, it's rubbed here and there, but it's all right, you know. So I thought I'd use that on this. Look at it glinting in the sun. It all rides, changes gear and brakes, you know. It obviously needs a bit of last minute tweaking, you know. The brakes need a bit of tweaking. I've put some Mark 1 brake stays on this one because I can't get the hang of the Mark 2 ones and how to fit them. So yeah, just going back to where I was putting this one together, and I've got to say thank you again to Josh, my subscriber from Wales, who I go to if I need something or I want to know something or whatever. So this bike, when I bought it, didn't have no fault thimbles in it. I've never fitted fault thimbles before, but Josh told me how to do it. And while I was, I mean, yeah, it was still a bare frame by then. So while I was doing it, and I had it on the bench in the shed, I noticed there was a bit of play in the bearings. So I've renewed all the bearings in it. It's yeah, it's such a lovely bike, and I might, because that spoke guard on there is a bit damaged. So that one eye over there on the table that I stripped and took the paint off, I've probably swapped them over and put that on here, you know. No, it's a bit of aggro, but you know, I think it'll be worth it. You don't want a bent spoke guard, do you, on a bike like this? And yeah, so tell me what you think, yeah? So the next project will be an infrared, back to its original colour. So the frames are 1973, and yeah, it was the transition period of the serial numbers basically. I mean the gold back wheel I just showed you is original to the bike. That's a 73 as well, but I'm going to put a 74 on it, which is the other one. That's a 74, because I don't think that gold one is gonna, that paint is gonna, I don't know. But as I proceed further with it, I'll give you regular updates on you know, but I think I'll probably put the 74 one on, and because it's so clean, and I think the new infrared's going to be really nice. I've already ordered the paint for the new project and the decals, so it's just a matter of you know, seeing what's what, whether I can get the paint off the mudguard and the rack. The chain guard is no good to me, so I'll sell that. And yeah, I've already done the forks, so you get some idea of, you know, what it's going to look like, the colour and whatever, you know. So yeah, that's about it really. I didn't get any Hornby stuff out this week because it hasn't stopped raining. You know, you get the sun out, then it starts raining. You know, I just didn't want to get it all out and then it starts raining, and you know, because it's electrical sort of stuff, isn't it? So when we get a nice day, say next week or the week after, you know, when the sun's out and there's, you know, not a lot of clouds and there's no rain forecast, because it's always raining, isn't it? It's always raining and windy, you know, although the wind has calmed down a bit, because it's always windy here. And yeah, so let me know what you think of the new Quicksilver. I absolutely love it. So yeah, another thing I had to say about this this Quicksilver as well, as I took the forks out, you know, because you undo this here, then there's another nut down here, and the forks just come out of the frame. They were caged bearings in the forks in here, and in here. They were caged bearings. I've never seen them used before, you know, in forks. You know, they're usually used on the bottom bracket, you know, so whoever done it did really bodge it up. I think that's why when I took it apart, the cage bearings, there was like quite a few missing, so that's why I decided to renew all the bearings. Plus, you know, it was quite a bit of play in it. And yeah, so just go back over here to this Bond, James Bond. I call it the Goldfinger bike. Yeah, when I took this apart as well, there was a bit of play in the bearings. So you know, I just took it apart, and I thought while I've got it apart, I've still had some infrared paint left over from the last project. So I thought, yeah, just paint the forks, get them out of the way, and then when I put it all back together, I will put all new bearings in it. So yeah, just let us know what you think about that. 1973. So yeah, I've got the crank. I've got a nice crank for that. It's the forward-facing herons, and yeah, I put all new bearings in the bottom bracket, because I've got all that anyway. Got everything to finish it apart from a gear console. Dealer Mike's meant to be sorting me out with a gear console if he ever gets his finger out, you know. I heard he's going fishing for haddock. He lives quite near the sea actually, so it shouldn't be a problem. Big shout going out to Mike anyway. So yeah, the sun's come out, and it's quite warm out here, but it just doesn't stay out, does it? You know. So yeah, this is the that's the spoke guard that was gold, which I'm going to be putting on the Quicksilver. So that means I'll have a spare. No, it doesn't. I won't have a spare spoke guard, will I? Because I've got to put one on this wheel. Then I'll eventually strip it all down, and yeah. So that's about it really. The Quicksilver's finished, so we've got another one to crack on with. I've also got my eye on another project, which, if I get it, will be the Space Blue. So yeah, I want to get the full set. I've decided. The workshop is still in planning. It's just that we was going to do the shuttering the other day, but it just didn't stop raining, you know. And my neighbour's helping me, and he's having his roof done at the moment, so you know he's busy as well. So it will get done eventually. But yeah, there you go. So I'll just show you that serial number again, because it's quite interesting if you can see it. And yeah, I'm going to take you around the bikes again. Yeah, nice set of handlebars here. Oh, my new supplier has come back to me because he moved house, and yeah, he supplied me with loads of bits and pieces. That's who I got all this off of. So I'm glad he's back on the scene. So yeah, I can't wait to get this blue grifter all nicely up to speed, you know. New handlebars, complete refresh. I will do that as a totally separate video, and yeah. So I'll just run through the bikes again. Now I'm going to wrap it up. All bikes out. Project complete. But I've still got to put a stand. I mean, when the weather gets better. I've never put a stand in a bike before. I've got the tool to do it. So the why do I always call it that? The ultraviolet needs a stand, and the fizzy lemon needs a stand. I've got the stands. I've heard you need a G-clamp and a special tool. I've got the special tool and I've got the G-clamp. So I was so close to doing it before, but I just couldn't get the purchase on it to get the little mushroom clip in, you know. It's so hopefully this time I can get it right. And that's why they're always leaned up, these two bikes, because they've got no stands basically. So I will get the stands in, and hopefully all that'll go well. I can't, you know, I'd rather buy a frame with a stand in, you know. They're just such bother just trying to get one in. I was going to swear then. But yeah, I'd just like to say as well, thank you. I've had a couple of new subscribers lately. I've had a couple of nice messages, and yeah, So there you go. So just spin you back round, and right, I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Hopefully, all depends how far I get with the new project. It might be next week or it might be the week after. It looks like it's going to rain. The sun's gone in and it's got windy again. So, alright then, well thanks for viewing, and have a great weekend. This week's gone so quick, hasn't it? Because of Easter, you know, the extra day off we had. And yeah, right, speak to you soon, and look forward to your comments and your likes and whatever. And if you're not already, subscribe, it doesn't cost anything. And see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.